Hey, Onion here, continuing our playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV Online, main story quest, where all text is brought to life with audio. Here we go, talking to Yushtila. Let's get this started. Thanks for joining me.
Ah, Onion. Your assistance is most welcome. I have already spoken at length with the brass blades of the Rose, albeit to little avail. It would seem that the thieves took great pains to conceal their activities. I could go into further detail, but your time might better be spent in conversation with Fufalupa. He is the officer charged with leading the investigation, and I would only be repeating that which he related to me. If aught eluded my attention, mayhap it will not elude yours.
Onion. What a pleasure to see you again. Ishtola said to expect you. Terrible business, these thefts. We have yet to confirm the quantity of crystals stolen, but I dare say it may be greater than. Ah, but never mind that. I have news to share. A short while ago, the driver of a heavily laden carriage refused to halt for inspection and broke through one of our checkpoints on the Royal Elegant Sunway. The cart bolted off toward Eastern Thanalan, where, thank the gods, I hear that our colleagues were able to apprehend them without further incident.
A speeding carriage. That would seem a curious choice for thieves of such proven cunning. Yet the Amalja do have a foothold in Eastern Thanalan. Home? And what of their cargo? Did they carry the crystals we seek?
We should be receiving a report any moment now, but I fail to see what else it could.
Did you miss me, friends? I'm back, but I fear I come bearing disappointing news. Or, on second thought, perhaps it's good news, after all.
Thancred. Wherever have you been off to?
I figured you had everything under control here, so I just took a brief excursion to the east to check up on our Amalja friends, and wouldn't you believe it? I happened upon a runaway carriage on the way, and even was able to do my small part to help my friends in the brass blades intercept it. In all my years, I have never seen such a prodigious quantity of somnus. The blades were calling it one of the greatest hauls they've ever seen. The stolen crystals, on the other hand, were nowhere to be found.
Is that so? Alas, I suppose we have no choice but to resume our search elsewhere.
We should reassess our options as well. Come with us, Onion.
Against all expectation, it would seem the Amalja are innocent of this particular spate of crimes. By all indications, they have yet to replenish the stores of crystals exhausted during their last attempt to summon Ifrit. What I can't fathom is why anyone else would go to such lengths to obtain crystals, and in such quantities. It cannot be that we are dealing with simple thieves. If their motive were profit, why would they limit their trade to crystals alone? Plainly, we are missing something. While you think about what it might be, I shall inform Orianje of our progress, or lack thereof.
Now then. Tis I. The situation may be more complicated than we anticipated.
Indeed, I shall remain watchful. Ere thou goest, another matter requireth thine attention. A young maiden, full eager to... Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Very well. Be she damsel or devil, I shall direct her steps to Revenant's toe. Save thine insinuations for one given to such impropriety. Thou shalt not find me amenable.
Far across the sea from the land of Domar have we traveled. We seek audience with the ruler of these lands. Who here speaks for you?
Any bright ideas? A solitary flash of insight? No? Well then, for want of a better suggestion, I say we try picking Fufalupa's brain again. Who knows, if we work together, we may yet find something of use nestled away within it.
Oh, but it is good to see you return. I have given some thought to the matter, and I have just hit upon a most disturbing possibility. How could I have been so blind?
Calm yourself, Fufalupa. What is this disturbing possibility of which you speak?
I was contemplating as to how the thieves' activities escaped our notice for so long, and then it came to me. What if there is someone among our own ranks conspiring with them, a traitor in our own midst?
It would be most unfortunate if your fears proved well-founded, Fufalupa.
Indeed. If, for reasons of security, the concern decided to transfer the remaining crystals stored in Horizon to another location, their plans would be discovered the moment the brass blades were informed.
Ah, but such a shipment would surely be well guarded. Would thieves as wily as ours risk open confrontation?
Mayhap not. But neither would the concern be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they might instead elect to carry out the transfer in secret, to entrust the goods to, let us say, a lone Nikote miner, traveling without escort so as not to attract undue attention.
But who? Ah, I see. Yes, the concern may well elect to do that. But to travel with so much cargo would be a strenuous task indeed, and this miner would certainly need to rest upon the way. Mayhap, north of the bridge to Hammerley?
A fine spot for a rest, would you not agree, Onion? You lie in wait to the north, and I shall do the same to the south.
Ahem. Forgive me, my friends, but I have received new orders. I must inform my men at once.
Call me a cynic, but I would be surprised if these thieves lay down their arms and surrender. See that you come prepared to offer them some encouragement.
Stubborn to the last, as expected. You are unharmed?
A gang of sea wolf thieves, and in Fenelon, no less. I suppose there's a first time for everything.
Sea wolves. All of them?
Aye, and all with the same taste in facial tattoos. Blue, in case you were wondering.
Our thieves are a long way from home. Thancred, if you would be so good as to attend to the outstanding matters in Horizon. I have inquiries to make.
To Horizon, then. Fufalupa will want to hear about your meeting with the thieves.
On behalf of the Brass Blades of the Rose, I thank you for your service to Horizon. Ah, but we have not been idle. While you were afield, we succeeded in identifying the traitor within our ranks.
Is that so? Then, by your leave, I should very much like to have a word with the fellow in private.
Ah, no. I am afraid that will not be possible. Regrettably, he, managed to subdue the unit of blades dispatched to detain him, and made good his escape.
Oh, for the love of, and how did he manage that, exactly? Your men haven't been sampling that somnus we confiscated, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise?
And no, but he was quite strong. A sea wolf, Leminson born and raised, I believe. But do not worry, we will find him, you have my word on that.
I see. Pray keep me apprised of any developments. Yes? She's standing next to me, understood. I fear our time together is at an end, my friend. Your services are required elsewhere. Awfully disappointing, I know, but one must follow where duty leads. You might try to look a little disappointed. Or do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods? You do, don't you? The antecedent bid me tell you to make for Vesper Bay, where young Alphino awaits your coming most eagerly. It was he who requested your assistance. Some commotion or incident, I am not privy to the details. While you do whatever it is that Alphino has planned for you, I shall endeavor to track down our traitorous brass blade. And when I do, you may rest assured that we will have our answers.
You are late? No matter, I know where our visitors are headed. From what I have been able to gather, this vessel belongs to a band of Domans who seek an audience with the Sultana. You are familiar with Doma, yes. In Othard. Well, like the rest of the nations of the Eastern Continent, it is ruled by the Garlean Empire. Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear their tale. And, more importantly, what they know of the current state of affairs in the Empire. Such information could prove most useful. We would be fools not to pursue this opportunity, do you not think? Come with me to Uldar, Onion. Unless I am mistaken, and I am rarely mistaken, we will find the Domans bickering with a Sultan sworn on the royal promenade. You are uncertain of your role in the proceedings. Insurance. If our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume that they may be being pursued by some. And if not, who better than you to have on hand in the event of an unforeseen diplomatic incident? Besides, I do so enjoy your sparkling repartee. Satisfied? Good. I shall see you in Uldar.
It matters not how many times you ask. Without the necessary permissions, none shall pass.
Pray understand, good sir. We have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you summon your superior. Allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant us that small kindness.
Away with you, and darken these doors no longer. I will not ask again.
You know not what you do.
I gather your pleas fell upon deaf ears.
A loyal man with a cold heart. I know his kind well.
I hope that you will find me more to your liking. Alphino Lavea, at your service. A friend, which, I believe, makes me very nearly unique, in this part of the world, at least. Few indeed are your allies in Uldar. Yet you will need some if you wish to endear yourselves to the wealthy and powerful. Pray join me and my associate at the quicksand. There you may explain your situation to us and we shall see if there is aught we can do to help.
We have traveled some several thousand miles across the sea, from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Aye. Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware. When the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms. Only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
A war of succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Doma is gone. Razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
12 have mercy. And your people?
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors. Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
The lords of Uldar are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Uldar is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed, but I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
I am in your debt.
Lady Yugiri, Forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience. We seek only to spare the people of Uldar unnecessary disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience, then.
I thank you for your understanding.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
If I may, madam, as I said earlier, we have been at sea for several moons, and our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them, I think. Suffice it to say, however, sacrifices have been made. Though it shames me to beg for more when you have already offered so much, desperation compels me. Good madam, if you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, it would go a long way to lessen the suffering of my people. Hells, why didn't you say so sooner, Onion? Course I'll help. You couldn't have picked a better day, to tell the truth. A wealthy merchant and his entourage were due to have a banquet here on the morrow, see, but just sent word they can't come, meanin' I've got a boatload of foodstuffs and no one to feed. Best of all, they paid for the lot in advance. Ha ha, go and call on Frigeri and Catherine at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Tell 'em I said to ship the little prince order to the Waken Sands. Oh, and if they argue, just show 'em those letters. That should set 'em straight.
She's in the business of feeding refugees now? I ain't normally one to question Mistress Momodi's judgment, but that doesn't seem wise to me. I'll not speak for the children, but if you ask me, any man what can't earn a crust deserves to go hungry.
My, that's a rather odd request. Mayhap you misheard her instructions? You know, you shouldn't encourage them like this. They'll start to expect it, you mark my words. They didn't give you any trouble, did they? Good. Now go and tell Lady Ugathy it's all in hand.
I dared not hope for such magnanimity, much less expect it.
Mistress Momodi is generous indeed. I shall be sure to thank her most humbly.
Lady Ugathy, I briefed the Flame General on your situation. I think you will be pleased with his reply.
We have been granted an audience.
Before the Sultana, and the Syndicate both. We should return to the Royal Promenade at once.
You have done much for us, Master Alphino. I swear we shall return the favor.
Naught is owed, Lady Ugathy, for naught has been given. This small favor, you fairly won with your words. And it is with words that you must win the favor of the Syndicate.
Then I shall choose them with care.
You will be accompanying us, yes. Good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing so unpalatable will be required of them, assuming the Domans are willing to earn their keep. Come, the Flame General awaits us on the Royal Promenade.
A pleasure, Onion. The others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting.
I, Ugiri of Domar, am honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Ugiri. Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Domar, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty. Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Ugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
I agree. That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
The law is the law.
Lord Lolorito?
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends. And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think. Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenod Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Ul'dah. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
Surely the Sultanate can support the few hundred Domans Lady Ugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse. I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves. What were your words that day? Yes, the law is the law. And so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo. Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than Gil.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future. Ul'dah's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril. One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage hath fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace. And I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
Now that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
As you observed, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change. Oft have I wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. Bah! I will waste no more words on him, not when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone, follow me to the Hall of Flames.
The Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The Monitorists have made their position clear.
Agreed. Uldar is not an option. Nor Alimsa Lominsa or Gridornia, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs. Which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. Gods, the thought of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope of better treatment. Would that I had more time to find an alternative. A place not bound by the concerns of the great nations. Minfilia, that is precisely what I wished to discuss.
I understand the Syndicate's decision, I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time? A week, mayhap, or even just a few days?
Excellent. I shall keep you informed. Lady Yugiri, I have a proposal, if you would hear it.
Out with it, Master Alphino.
The headquarters of my order, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, stands in a place called Revenant Toll, an outpost in Mordona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action, and lacks the comforts of more well-established settlements. However, the leaders of Revenant Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Hard labor, lest you doubt, with naught save food and shelter by way of reward.
Terms not unlike those which you yourself proposed, Lady Yugiri.
Though I will not hear a word said against our beloved Uldar, Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious.
If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. Master Alphino, once again I find myself in your debt.
Pray do not thank me, my lady. The life your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat, considering the distance and their present condition. Mayhap the Uldorn Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there anon, Onion.
Lady Yugavi, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the immortal flames can provide.
We are concerned that the Doman refugees may find the journey to Revenant Toll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship, with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Momodi has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans until such time as they are ready to set out for Mordona. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength.
What news?
Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught the immortal flames can do?
I fear that exceeds our mandate. Were it a smaller number, mayhap it would go unnoticed. But the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Domans to Mordona.
When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services of the 77 caravans on the Domans' behalf.
Very well, we should begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord.
After all that has befallen these good people, it is the least I can do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Ul'dah, Lady Yugathi.
And you in Revenant's Toll, my lord. Well, it sounds like we all have work to do. Lady Yugathi, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we?
I would entrust the task of escorting our Doman friends to you, after you have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? As we speak, the Domans prepare for departure at Vesper Bay, wherefrom they will be transported by carriage to Ul'dah. That said, this has all been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the refugees required some assistance in coordinating their preparations. Onion, I would have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small. In short, whatever must needs be done, do it. Speak with a man named Hosen when you arrive. As Lady Yugathi tells it, he has been designated the leader of the first group.
Greetings. Alphino informed me that a Scion would be arriving to help with the preparations. I am honored to meet you, though shamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. I knew from a glance what manner of woman you were. I too have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. Pray forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help round up the children that have been given into my care? They are most adept at staying hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I have failed. You have my thanks, friend. Pray seek out my son Yosen. He can tell you more. Oh, hello there. I'm Yosen, son of Hosen. Will you be coming with us to Ul'dah? I hear we're traveling by horsebird-drawn carriage. But, don't you think they're queer? Giant birds that people ride like horses? I still want to try riding one, but, what's that? You're looking for the others? Don't worry. I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I'll need your help, though. We were just finishing a game of hide and seek. 3 players are still in hiding, and since Lady Yugathi told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found. But Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time.
Hey! You're not Yozan. Who are you? I'm Koharu. Onion full play, eh? I didn't know anyone else was. Wait a minute. You're one of those, stallions, aren't you? No, scions. Then you must know Lady Yugathi, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide and seek, too. Oh, right, it's almost time to go. Nice meeting you, Onion full play. How'd you find me? Guess I need to practice more, or maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Gallians didn't find me. Are you playing? No fair. Yozan didn't say anything about adults, huh? We get to ride a horsebird carriage? I don't know. It sounds scary. But if Yozan says it's safe, I'll go.
Wonderful. All the children are accounted, hide and seek? Ah, I see that you are curious. It is quite simple, really. Lady Yugathi thought it best that the children know what to do in case the Garleans found us. I should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. The first caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father Hime, will be traveling in the lead carriage together with young Koharu, whom I believe you've already met. Though I understand the road to Ul'dah is regularly patrolled by your brass blades, it would give us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you are ready to leave, please inform our coachman. Eager to be off, are ye? Aye, well, I was meaning to have a word with ye about that. Runner from the Blade says we might have a problem. A fierce-looking beastie's been sighted south of the bridge to Hammerley. Might be as someone's eyes are playing tricks on him, of course, but it don't pay to gamble in this business. Now I know ye can handle yourself in a fight, but this lot here's another story. So I was thinking you might go on ahead and have a quick look around, make sure the area's safe, like. And if ye come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied the way's clear, meet us outside Horizon. The Blades tell me the road there's safe, so I reckon we can make it that far on our own, assuming the self-same bastards don't try to rob us, that is. So there was a beastie. Was being the operative word, eh? Ha ha. Well fought, madam, well fought. Ah, if only I were in better health, I should have been proud to stand at your side. Pay my son no mind. He forgets that his responsibilities preclude acts of daring do. Humph. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very different. But we cannot change the past. Those who fought, and fell, are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten, Lady Yugathi's kinsmen least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life, all this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? In kind, Father. To she who has given everything, we shall give our all. Whatever work there is to be done we shall do without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it matters not, Revenant's toll will grow and prosper by our hands. Hey, Miss Onion. Koharu, and I want to know why you became an adventurer. So, you like roses? I think I understand. I mean, they're nice and everything. But don't they grow in lots of places?
It's my turn now. Excuse me, Miss Onion. I've got a question. What's Revenant's toll like? Is it pretty? Ha! You can't fool me. No one would ever live that close to a castrum. Liar, liar, breeches on fire.
Enough, Koharu. It's my turn again. Miss Onion, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Rowena? Is she nice? Are her weapons cheap? I don't have any money at the moment, but my father might. I'll have to ask him. All right, that's enough questions for Miss Onion.
That's not fair. Why does Yozan get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does.
Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Miss Onion. I won't forget it.
I'm going to be an adventurer too.
When we get to Revenant's Toll, let's make an adventurers guild for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Miss Onion and Lady Yugathi.
Yeah. Just like Miss Onion and Lady Yugathi.
We can talk more about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us?
Ah, Onion. I take it the first group has arrived. Excellent. How is there aught else? No, no. I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Ugithi should travel to Revenant's Toll forthwith. It is past time Lady Ugithi met with the guild representatives in Revenant's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Thanalan which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slafborn upon your arrival. He is the one with whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Ugithi to Minfilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting ties should stand the Domans in good stead for that which is to come. Safe travels, Onion.
And this must be the esteemed Lady Ugithi and her associates. I greet you all as friends, and bid you welcome to the toll. I hope you do not find our dearth of fineries off-putting. Poor though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit, and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keep, of course.
We are no strangers to hard work, Master Slafborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence.
Oh, not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand, I give the same speech to all new arrivals. And you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We are both frontier hands, as far as I'm concerned.
As you wish, Slafborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship.
Our guests have yet to meet the antecedent? Seven hells, Onion, why are you wasting time with me? See them to the rising stones.
To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the rising stones anon. "'Tis no use. Our attempts to reach the students of Baldessian continue to meet with failure. Orionje has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded naught. We will persevere, of course, yet within our hearts, the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of that which we already know. How fare the Domans? I am given to understand you were kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved. I should not blame you if you did. Nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of these refugees, not when it was within our power to help them. Lady Ugithi is here. Please, show her in. I should very much like to meet her. We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady, but are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Revenant's Toll could not accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together.
As ever, it has been a pleasure, antecedent. Alas, we must take our leave as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray speak with Slafborn. Lady Ugithi, Onion.
Lamin and I will make all the necessary preparations to ensure that our Doman friends feel at home upon their arrival, though I must admit that I am still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. Ishtola should be returning anon with a report from afield. Mayhap you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival?
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet. Which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual. Summoning Ifrit with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja, yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Ugh.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Soon, soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless ones. And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not? Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Aye. A primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
A primal?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a primal, one can never have too many able allies. If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
Alright, we're gonna pause it here. Getting ready to start figuring out where the crystals went. Time to check out the Sagan. Alright, thanks for joining me.